And when we were together, we both came out to our families. His mom and dad cut him off and took his car, took his computer, and so we moved to Florida to my family's place. In the fall, we started taking classes, so he needed a computer. We went to the Apple store, and his card was denied, so he asked me, he's like, I'll pay it off in 3 months. We won't use it for anything else. Like, it's just, I need this computer for school. I was like, all right, that's fine. You know, we've been together, we lived together, we had pets together. Like,
and how much did the computer cost?
About $2,300.
What was this, an actual credit card they had you apply for at Apple?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
And it was only under his name?
Correct.
And how much were the monthly payments?
$75.
And were you paying it?
Correct.
How long were you two together after the purchase of the computer?
About 2 years, almost.
And there were no problems with the payments until then?
So what happened is he personally said, I'll pay it off to you within 3 months. In September, I found out that there was a balance. I got a letter from the credit card company saying that there was $6,721.70 on that card that I thought was gone. After we had purchased the computer, I cut up the card because I make $18,000 a year. I don't want to.
What happened? What happened?
Account later came in, like they send you a letter in the mail saying, like, here's your further information on your account, set up an account so you can pay the monthly bill. He did that for me, and I attached my bank account information to it so I could log in, pay the $75 a month. When that was finished, I told him that it was paid in full.
This is over a MacBook purchase going on someone else's Apple titanium card. I already know off the bat. He did not cut up the card. You can't cut up a metal card. And I already understand the problem here is this guy took on his partner's credit purchase and it's under his name. This could be for straight, gay, it doesn't really matter. When you put a purchase under your lover, under your card, it's your responsibility. This will be an interesting case to see whether if something else happened and whether you purchase property, a couch, a TV, technology, and you're helping your partner out, you are liable and it's under your name. This probably ruined his credit, and let's see what happens.
Broken up in August of 2014, so a little bit over a year. I thought the card was closed. I got a letter saying that there was a balance on it, so I called, found out. I started going through it. There was charges for Lipozene, for IKEA, he cashed out Venmo, so directly cash out about $2,000 at the end of it.
So wait. Slow down.
Sorry.
Venmo is an app that allows, if I owe him $20, I can pay him $20 on Venmo.
And so he hooked up my credit card to
cool.
that.
I have 3 teenagers. I know that. All right.
What happened is
Did you take that money on Venmo? Did you wipe his account?
I never had the card physically.
I don't care if you had the card physically. Did you access to that card, charge to that card $500, $1,500 to take in the space of 3 days, like how much? $2,500. I gotta tell you. He's got a few things that he's discovered that make it look a little suspicious for you. Go ahead.
A couple months later, he started buying things additionally on top of that. And so I started going through it. And the only reason that I think it was him is because after we broke up, he moved to Virginia. And the billing address got changed to his mom's billing address in Virginia. And then...
Okay, stop.
9 months later...
How does that happen if it's not you using the card?
It was always to my mom's address.
That's false.
This guy just got caught. He changed the billing address to his mom's address. Now, I think the judge is going to make him pay. As a gay matchmaker with Bestman Matchmaking Los Angeles, I would never recommend taking on someone else's debt. Doesn't matter who you are, what you are. If you're accepting responsibility, giving someone access to a card, they have the numbers, the information. I mean, he had access to the information. Doesn't matter if he didn't have the physical titanium card. He has access to this and access to pay the card. He didn't pay the card, and now they're in court. Everyone can learn from this. A year after you guys break up, that card should have been closed, and you should not have an open card and have access to it with a partner that you're no longer with.
Because if I'm going to see now that it went from one address to your mom's address after you broke up, we're going to have a problem because that looks really, really damning for you.
Okay, so when I signed up in the account to put my banking number, my name, everything that I had access to in the account, I did not have an address when we broke up. I moved back home.
Sweetheart, you had already stopped paying it. According to your own testimony, you finished paying the entire computer January of 2014. You don't need to do anything.
Then
unless you're going to keep using the card.
But
you understand, right?
I understand.
Okay. You know I didn't just fall off a turnip truck yesterday.
I know. I understand.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah!
May I, please?
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
I contacted him originally on September 29th when I got the letter, and so I'd give him a couple weeks, and he said he would pay it off. And then October 14th, I contacted him saying that if he didn't pay it, I'd have to press charges. I'd have to go through the police. Like, this is a lot of money. And then that's the same day that he filed for that restraining order, saying that I was stalking him. And he also falsely accused me of beating him, and we were in the courtroom in Florida. He had stated that I physically assaulted him, and I asked in front of the judge, when did I physically assault him? And he said, oh, I misunderstood. I thought it meant threatened. And so I actually had been working in Virginia at the time.
Wait. He tells you that he's going to go to court and sue you for the money that you clearly stole from him. And you run off and file a restraining order against him?
That's not what happened.
It's the same day.
No.
The same day?
Okay, so the 3 weeks.
Is it the same day?
I don't know. The 3 weeks that led up to that, I had phone calls to my workplace. I had his friends calling me, text messaging me, threatening me.
Can you prove?
I mean, I could. I just didn't think that it.
You'd have to prove the things you're saying?
Well, I did not think that that pertained to this case.
This guy does not know the difference between verbally and physically assaulting to threaten. He was maybe harassed, not assaulted. This isn't looking good for semi-cute guy on the right, and he is going to lose with those Venmo and IKEA purchases.
It does, because he's suing you for it, because he says that you did it as a tactic because he told you that he was going to collect on the money that you stole and call the police. Next thing you know, you run out and get a restraining order against him the same day. I have to tell you, that also gives me pause. Is that I'm looking at the restraining order. Here are the reasons for applying for the restraining order. Okay, I received messages at 2 a.m. from a third-party app service from Brock saying, knock, knock, who's there? Go F yourself. What does that even mean? October 5th, 2 or 3 times a day, someone would hang up when I picked up.
It came from his work number.
And October 3rd, it came from his work number. You say it came from his work number on that one. The third one came from his work. When you realized this, you called, you spoke to him, you told him to stop, and he laughed and said, I'm going to throw you in jail or worse, and hung up.
Correct.
Did you say that?
Yeah, it's a court system. If I charge a criminal charge, it might happen.
What could be worse than jail? Okay, so that's the reason the restraining order got granted, is because you said that statement.
I suppose, yeah.
So you cannot sue for the restraining order having to happen and your expenses associated with it because he didn't lie he really actually said all these incredibly not restraining order worthy things. And you need to learn a lesson from this. And it's what's yours is yours and what's his is his. And never the two shall meet unless and until you're not going to go to court and cry about it. If you're so close with someone where it's not a problem, then that's fine.
That is a good motto to live by. What is theirs, and what is mine. And you cannot buy something for someone, give a gift, and then take it back once you break up. This is a very common issue in straight gay relationships. As a gay matchmaker with Bestman Matchmaking Los Angeles, if I was to take on a new client and they expressed This happened to me in a previous relationship. I would say, did you learn your lesson? Next relationship, even if you're very generous, you like to give gifts, you like to pay more. If there's an income difference and one person has to pay more, you can't then cry about how much it costs to date other people and go on trips when you were funding everything, buying expensive gifts that the other person couldn't afford, or even putting on a $2,000 MacBook purchase to get that 3 to 6% back on and a 0% interest for 12 to 24 months on, it doesn't matter what it is, headphones, a MacBook Pro. You kind of have to understand that this is going to come up when there is a breakup. Dividing assets, figuring out how to divide and break up is a whole nother ballgame. But when you're in love and really enjoying each other's time and you're really close and you're sharing and being generous, it's hard to then learn, damn, I have to break up and divide and figure out how to disconnect. This is a learning situation for everybody.
But if you feel that you can't let it ride, whatever, then don't share an account with somebody. You understand what I'm trying to say?
I do.
You have any proof of the trips?
I do not, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah. Well, how do you pull that figure out of where?
The number?
The 1250 that you're asking me to award you comes from where?
I was saying $250 a day, and I missed 5 days of work, and then plus with the gas from Florida to Virginia, and then driving for 12 hours there and back.
Do you have proof that you make $250 a day?
No, I don't.
What do you do?
Back then, I was running a paint store, but I also refinished furniture, so that's why I was going up to Virginia. It was a job through my parents, and so I was up there for a week just to do that, and I had taken off work. And then it was served for me the day before I was leaving, so I had to go in the middle of that trip and then go back and finish it. And in my opinion, it seemed very unprofessional to have to do that to a client as well.
Yep. I'm awarding you the 2722 that you're out and ordering him to pay that. And you know what? I am going to order him to pay your time away from work because I do think it was vindictive. And if I think it was vindictive and done to posture after having done something so vile as what he did, which I know he did, because there is no reason for a year later for the address to be changed so that he can let them know where he's living. There's no reason to do that other than for you not to know that he's taking money, okay? And it turns out Venmo returned the money. They didn't make him, I don't even know. So there's actually more money that he owes you. You know what? That's going to you, the guy who had to chase him for all these years. $3,972, verdict for the plaintiff.
This guy has to pay $3,000 for an IKEA purchase and Venmo transactions that he extorted out of the account and then did not want to pay and said, I don't know what happened. Someone else did this. This guy looks guilty. Now, this is a gay relationship. Again, this could happen in a straight relationship between two people, two consenting adults who are sharing personal information on the plaintiff's credit card. This is a lesson learned to not give out your personal login information and watch your accounts. Don't buy something on a Apple credit card and let someone use it, pay it off, and then forget, like, oh, we broke up a year or two ago and the account has a balance. This is a common issue where people extort other people's credit cards and they don't want to pay.